How to highlight achievements in your resume, your CV. So let's be open and honest. Employers don't hire you for your responsibilities. They, they don't do that for your responsibilities. They hire you for your accomplishments. Another word for it would be your achievements or your performance. The results that you deliver are very important. So you need to articulate them. Don't be shy. Don't be humble. Achievements are the proof that you will deliver value. And yet most resumes and CVs read like a list of job responsibilities or descriptions. I'm not really interested in your responsibilities. If I was to hire you, if your resume sounds like a job posting, you've lost out. You've already lost that competition. We used to put responsibilities in a resume many, many years ago, but not now. You are going to be hired because you can make the money, etc. I'm Martin Buckland, a global executive career management practitioner, and I help my clients. I try and pull stuff out of them that people that perhaps they didn't realize they had or they've totally forgotten about. And that's part of my job. And then I articulate that on a resume or a CV. Over the last 30 years or so, I have really pushed, coached, prodded, coerced thousands and thousands of business professionals across the world to open up and articulate their value and their value proposition and their achievements, because we all have achievements, but people just don't know how to articulate it. I had a client yesterday told me I haven't got any achievements. In 20 minutes, I pulled 5 out of him. So today I'll show you exactly how to highlight your achievements so that they jump off. They create that wow factor. They jump off the resume, the CV page. They speak to your leadership. They speak to your accomplishments. They speak to your impact. And of course, secure interviews. A resume or a CV doesn't get you a job. It gets you to the interview. And if you only have responsibilities the old fashioned way on a resume, your interviews will be few and far between. So, why do achievements matter? Achievements are the currency, your value in the job market. It's your competitive edge, and everybody has different achievements, different accomplishments, different performance. They prove you're worth that investment, because every time somebody hires you, it's an investment. It costs a lot of money for recruitment. So recruiters and hiring managers spend roughly there's various opinions here, but 6 to 8 seconds scanning your resume. They give it a very, very quick scan after it's gone through that very sophisticated applicant tracking system. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find many more videos on that applicant tracking system, ATS. They're not reading, they are on the hunt. They want the numbers, the evidence, the measurable outcomes that say this person delivers consistent results. You will be assessed as a candidate for your performance, not for your responsibilities. So get those responsibilities, park them somewhere else, and show and articulate your performance. So if your resume reads responsible for managing a 12-person team, yeah, big deal. But I'm looking for what is in that 12-person team. You will be invisible. But if it reads led a 12-person cross-functional team to deliver a 4.8 million cost reduction in 18 months without business interruption or interruption to compromising customer service. What does that tell you? That tells you a lot about that person. There's a lot encompassed in that story. So you need to tell stories. It's a story document based on your accomplishments, your performance, your achievements. You need to stand out. And as the global economy starts to really slow down, hiring is slowing down big time across the world because of geopolitical things happening. You need to sharpen your competitive edge. You need to stand out. That message, as attractive and is intriguing to a career decision maker. So in essence, your achievements will differentiate you from all the other candidates. They tell a story of your leadership, not your job duties. Job duties are out. So what counts as an achievement, as a performance, or as an accomplishment? There are lots of things that come into that particular story. So achievements aren't only about revenue or savings. They can be about a multiple of business impact projects. So they're about that impact. You made the money, saved the money, streamlined operations, introduced new systems, introduced new processes, resurrected a floundering business that was going into bankruptcy. So here are 6 categories that count. 6 categories that count. Number 1, financial performance. So that can encompass revenue growth, cost savings, or margin improvements, extracting costs. Number 2, operational excellence. So that can encompass process efficiency using the various lean methodologies, and you need to articulate those lean methodologies and how you use them. Productivity gains, waste reduction. All companies have a lot of waste. Did you reduce waste? Number 3, people leadership, building, inspiring, motivating, and restructuring teams. And did you get an increase in employee morale and employee productivity? If so, put that in your resume, your CV. Number 4, innovation, launching new products, services, or a digital transformation. Digital transformation is a huge thing today. And if you can get the word digital transformation in a resume or CV and you've accomplished it, that is really good. That's a buy-in for people. Number 5, strategic outcomes, entering into new markets, forming partnerships, or geographic expansions, not just within territory to territory to territory or domestically, but did you expand internationally? Number 6, recognition. Were you recognized by your peers? Were you given awards? Were you given a promotion or public accolades from your customers, your clients, your suppliers, your vendors that validate that performance? My validation is very, very crucial. Anything that moves that needle from here to there or there to here in your organization, internally or externally, will qualify as an accomplishment, as an achievement. It shows your achievement. So how do you frame those achievements? And most people are very humble. They may be just very casually mention it, but they don't go in too deep. The most powerful structure to showcase achievements is the STAR formula. Many people have heard me talk about star, star, star. Everybody watching today is a star. You are a star. The star formula is situation, task, action, and result. So build your story. I don't call myself a resume or a CV writer anymore. I call myself a storyteller. For example, the situation. The company faced declining market share. That's probably pretty common today. So the task, I was assigned to rebuild customer confidence. What was the action? So you launched a client retention initiative targeting the top 10 or 15 accounts. And then the crucial one is the result at the end, the R, achieved a 32%, yes, 32% rebound in market share within 9 months. So you've got two statistics there, 32% rebound, and you've got a demanding 9 months. This formula will transform vague claims. Don't be vague, be bold, into compelling business stories based on that STAR format. Use it as the backbone for every bullet point under every job. You need to go back about 10 to 12 to 14, maybe 15 years. So 1.5 star stories per year. 1.5 star stories per year. That is the rule of thumb going back about 14 years. So 1.5 star stories per year can mean for every 2 years, you need to have 3 star stories. And don't say you haven't got them. Everyone listening today, everyone watching this today has got more than that. I know. Don't undersell. This is not a time to undersell. If you're in finance, if you're in marketing, if you're in supply chain, you are a salesperson the moment you launch a job search. Quantify everything. Numbers speak louder than adjectives. So saying improved efficiency is weak. You need to tighten it. You need to create that wow factor. So instead of say improved efficiency, say improved efficiency by 27% through process automation using Kaizen lean methodology. That hits hard. That creates a lot of intrigue in the recruiters or the HR professional's mind. Don't be frightened to quantify those achievements. Never not have achievements in your resume, your CV. You can use percentages. So increase sales by 45%, or those currency values. It could be dollar value, it could be euro value, it could be British pound value. Show your local currency. Delivered $2.3 million in cost savings. Next one is the volume or the scope. So something like managed 14 global markets with 180 staff in 22 countries. The time frames. So something like this, achieved project completion 3 months ahead of schedule. And if you completed it ahead of budget, gives a percentile or a dollar value of that money saved or the time. If you can't use exact figures, use credible estimates, but try steer clear of estimates. But don't fabricate and don't embellish and don't lie. Truth, well articulated, is powerful enough to get the intrigue of the hiring authority. So placement and visual impact. Your achievements should not be buried at the bottom. So many people put them at the bottom of the second or the third page. Well, I need to see them at the first achievements as career milestones or value add achievements are in the top third of the first page. Feature them prominently in those two areas, these two areas. Number one, career milestones. Include 2 or 3 summarized, not the big star story, but summarized 2 to 3 quantified highlights up front. That gets the reader even more intrigued. And then, of course, in your career experience, 1.5 star stories for the last 12 to 14 years or so, somewhere around there. But you either fill 2 pages or 3 pages. You don't go to 2.5, 2 1/3, or whatever. So each of those stories needs to have metrics. An achievement should be achievement driven. Use action verbs to the maximum. So number 3, your key achievements section, a bold standalone section just above your education. So in the top third of the page, or your earlier career. Make sure you have as many accomplishments as you can think of. If you can't think of them, spend some time with me and I'll pull those accomplishments out. So use bullet points, not paragraphs. So avoid shading. Zero shading in a resume. Shading interrupts that ATS and cannot be read. Zero graphics, no graphics at all. ATS systems hate them. No headers, no footers. Keep it clean, performance focused, and keyword rich. Keyword, by keywords, I mean business, functional, skill, level specific buzzwords. Your achievements are your brand. They tell the story to the hiring authority at the other end, and hopefully you deliver that wow impact. If you list only responsibilities, like sadly so many people do today, you're just another executive in that stack. And as we slip into economic problems, that stack is going to go from here, is going to go here. So you need to be ahead of the number one in that stack. I'm Martin Buckland, a global executive career management practitioner, and I help people pull stuff out of them that they perhaps totally forgot about. You need to think of these numbers, metrics. Don't become invisible. You need to be visible. So I help people. I'm a career management practitioner and a global executive career resume writer. If you want any more information on generally career management, go to my website, Martin Buckland, my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, where you will find a whole wealth of different videos specifically for you. And if you don't see something on there, please tell me and I will shoot a video for you for you to show to cover whatever gap there is on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, press the subscribe button and press the bell button. Thanks for listening today. Hopefully now, ingrained in your own mind, you've now got something like, I'm going to be accomplishment driven from now onwards.